100 young maidens were offered as sacrifices to the Dragon King, only to end the drought plaguing the mortal realm. But the Dragon King found none of them appealing. The tribal chief grew increasingly anxious. He even began to wonder if the Dragon King preferred men instead. In truth, the Dragon King's heart had long belonged to another. Years ago, when his tribulation failed, he had fallen to the mortal world. A young herb-gathering girl happened to discover him. The kind-hearted girl carried him back to the sea and saved his life. The Dragon King never forgot this debt of gratitude. For years, he never stopped searching for that girl. But the chief didn't care about any of this. He insisted the Dragon King choose a bride immediately. Just then the Dragon King finally found that girl. So he set out for the mortal realm at once. The girl was being scorned by her parents for not being selected, so they cruelly sold her to an old eunuch. Right at the critical moment when the eunuch was about to make his move, the Dragon King arrived just in time. With a single strike, he eliminated the old eunuch. But the girl had already been drugged. Through this twist of fate, she and the Dragon King spent the night together. The next day, the girl woke up and recognized the Dragon King. The Dragon King solemnly promised to marry her. Then he immediately returned to the Dragon Palace to prepare the betrothal gifts. However, the moment the Dragon King left, the girl's belly began to swell. This scene was witnessed by her parents. Her parents cursed her for being shameless and having an affair. The girl hastily explained she was carrying the Dragon King's child. She insisted the Dragon King would return soon with the betrothal gifts, but she never could have imagined this wait would last a full 10 years. It turned out dragons have a special constitution. After their first intimate experience, they fall into a deep sleep. By the time the Dragon King awakened, 10 years had already passed. He immediately worried about the girl's situation, and indeed the girl's life over these 10 years had been incredibly hard. Her parents constantly mistreated her. Even the villagers claimed she was carrying a monster, all because she had been pregnant for 10 years without giving birth. Even her father cursed her, saying she carried a bastard child. Meanwhile, her scheming younger sister, who was also pregnant, even brought in an exorcist to harm her child. However, the exorcist saw at a glance the girl was carrying a guardian spirit child who could save all living beings, so he dared not delay and immediately went to the palace to report to the emperor. But this action led her sister to misunderstand. She believed she was the one carrying the spirit child. She turned around and falsely accused her older sister of carrying a demon child. She even claimed the great drought was caused by her sister. The angry villagers believed the sister's lies. They tied the girl up. Even the arriving emperor believed the rumors, so everyone followed the sister's instructions. They held a sacrificial ceremony by the sea. Before the sacrifice, the sister continued humiliating the girl. She even wanted to publicly stomp the girl's child to death. At this moment, the two dragon babies in her belly grew desperately anxious. Fortunately, at the most dangerous moment, the dragon babies finally found the chance to be born. They were determined to make those who bullied the girl pay the price. 100 young maidens were offered as sacrifices to the Dragon King, only to end the drought plaguing the mortal realm. But the Dragon King found none of them appealing. The tribal chief grew increasingly anxious. He even began to wonder if the Dragon King preferred men instead. In truth, the Dragon King's heart had long belonged to another. Years ago, when his tribulation